Mike Shields, everybody. If you want to see him again, he'll be getting stabbed in the parking lot. Shake. That's where you melt a magazine into a hard... I've been to prison. You can tell by the shirt, I've been to prison. I'm a hard N-word. All right, I don't mess around. All right, let me know when you're ready, Deacon.
Ready.
Okay, I was just going to stand up here until you're ready. He's got to get his camera ready. All right, so give it up for a very good friend of mine. Go ahead. All right, please give it up for a very hilarious comedian. I'm giving my DJ enough time so that he can cue up the song and start playing it. Deacon! Fuck yeah! How's everybody doing tonight? You liking the comic so far? Yeah! Then you're going to be really disappointed with the next 5 minutes. All right. So a buddy of mine just bought a new dog, and he told me to come over to his house and check this dog out. So I come over, and he's like, check this out, Deacon, my dog talks. He called the dog in, and he goes, hey, boy, tell him what's on top of the house. And the dog goes, woof. Good boy. And he goes, hey, boy, tell him how his wife likes the sex. The dog goes, rough. Good boy. He goes, hey, boy, do you want to lick his balls? The dog goes, go fuck yourself. All right. So I was picking my son up from school the other day, and he's about 10, and he says just the craziest shit. And I was asking him how his day at school went. And he was telling me, you know, first period, second period, everything that went on. And he said in 6th period he had a test. So I said, well, how'd you do on the test? And he says, oh, Dad, I think I aced it. So I was really proud of him. So I threw my hand up and I said, give me some skin, buddy. Bam! And he looks at me. And he goes, Dad, give me some knuckle. Bam! And I hit him. And he kind of leaned over and he goes, Dad, give me some head. And I said, whoa, dude. There's 1,000 reasons you should never say that. Anyway, so when I was younger, I kind of had a plan for my life, and it didn't really work out the way that I thought it was going to be, because it was supposed to go something like this. First comes love, then comes marriage, push her down the stairs, it's a fucking miscarriage. Thank you for the O, ladies. Now, speaking of bitches that should have been miscarriages, my wife drives me fucking nuts. We've been married for 13 years. Now, when we first started going out, everything was cool. We'd go out on little dates. We had little pet names for each other, you know. Sometimes, you know, she'd come sneak into the bed and grab onto me and, you know, she'd just say, ooh, honey, how you doing? Oh, my little teddy bear. Sometimes if I got off of work late, I'd sneak in and she's dead asleep and I'd grab on her and she'd say, no, Uncle, stop! Yes. Anyway, so have you guys ever heard that expression, it's cheaper to keep her? Okay, it's definitely true. Absolutely, positively cheaper to keep her. Locked up in the basement. I mean, come on, I feed her at least once a day. Pretty soon she's going to go, she's so skinny she's going to look like a supermodel. It's going to be awesome. Kaboom. Kaboom. All right. So, yeah, that's an inside joke. So just recently we kind of fixed the tourism problem we had here in Vegas. Things weren't going so good for a while. And they're having a serious issue with tourism in Europe. Now, this one really smart German entrepreneur came up with a great idea to bring more tourists back to Germany. He's going to take Auschwitz and turn it into a tourist destination. Now, it's going to be really cool. It's going to be a resort and a spa, very cutting edge, green technology, wind farms. I mean, even the saunas are going to run on gas. Hey, you know what? I thought that joke would have done better because last week I did it at my best friend's son's bar mitzvah. It didn't go over so good. Okay. So a lot of people have talked tonight about racial profiling. I really hate racial career profiling. Like, if you're outside and you see a chubby Mexican, you figure, well, he's probably a landscaper. Or if you see a Hindu guy, you figure, well, he probably owns a liquor store. Or if you see a fat, white, bald, old white guy, you figure he's probably a stand-up comedian. Or a pedophile. Anyway, so getting back onto my wife, like I'm sure most of the guys in here have at one point or another. Now, hey, I'm not saying she slept with a lot of guys, but I am saying the other night I noticed she had the Amtrak logo tattooed right above her ass. But it's cool because she's on this HCG diet that's like the new thing now. You lose like a pound a day. And one of my friends was trying to convince me to have her not go on that diet when she was going to start it, because my friend said there's a lot of complications. You can lose your hair, you can get blood clots, you can get real sick. My friend said she could even die. I told my friend, don't worry about it. There's no way I'm that lucky. All right. So this last little part here, this is for all the guys that are drinking. Where's the guys that are drinking? Okay. These are the 3 signs that you might have had too much to drink. Okay? The first one is you walk into the bathroom and you pour your drink in the toilet and piss all over the wall. That's the first one. The second one is when you're sitting back at the bar arguing with someone for 10 minutes about who the hottest chick in the bar is, and then you realize you're sitting next to a mirror. The last one is when you wake up the next morning next to a transvestite that you thought was the hottest chick in the bar the night before when you were arguing with yourself. All right. Thank you for laughing. You know, I appreciate the pity clap. You know, this has been a really rough week for me because last week my uncle actually died of a brain aneurysm. And I found out that there's actually a history of brain aneurysms in my family, which there's nothing funny about that, but I just kind of figured I could share it with you guys because you're being so giving and listening to all the bullshit that I'm saying. But anyway, I got one more joke. You guys ready?
Yeah!
All right. Knock, knock! Who's there? Ah! Thank you. I'm Deacon.